let's first and foremost, let's take a look at this, because I think this is absolutely hilarious. This might be one of the funniest sentences I've ever read in my life. And at least the funniest headline I've ever read in my life. Is Camilla Parker Bowles, or Bowles if you want to make a pun, can't stop talking about Joe Biden's long fart. The world we live in today, I don't know if it's terrible or fantastic when you get something like this. I can't tell. Sometimes I'm like, this is a blessing from God. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the situation that we're in. These are the headlines we're getting in the world that we live in right now. Oh my gosh, man. And the fact is, you know, we're talking about Camilla Parker Bowles is the Duchess of Cornwall. And this was at the COP26 summit. I wonder what kind of crazy Satanist Illuminati stuff that stands for underneath everything. But Camilla Parker Bowles, let's call her that, even though she's not the one with the bad bowels, hasn't stopped talking about the 78-year-old's long fart. It has been reported. The pair were making small talk at the global climate change gathering in Scotland last week when the president broke wind. They're being too nice. They're being too nice. President, yeah, he can't hold it in anymore. He can't hold it in. And you know what? You get old. It happens. It happens. But when I think the line is when you can no longer hold in a fart around other world leaders, I think it's time to throw in the towel. And I don't want Biden to throw in the towel necessarily, because we know who we're getting on the other hand. You know, we're going to get Camel Toe Harris. But the fact that, I mean, man, where are we right now? We're between a rock and a hard place, honestly. Camilla said it was long and loud and impossible to ignore. Camilla has not stopped talking about it. It's beautiful. Biden met the Duchess during a reception on Monday, attended by Prince Charles. Go fuck them people. All these dukes and duchesses. But it's so funny, man. It's so funny. Parker Bowles, who has been married to Prince Charles since 2005, was taken aback. Taken aback by the flatulence. How rude. Social situations, that's a faux pas right there. And who knows if he might have sharded. Probably sharded. And if we scroll down a little bit, hours earlier, Biden appeared, it wasn't hours to him, it was like seconds because he was asleep the whole time. Hours earlier, Biden appeared to nod off during opening remarks at the climate change conference. At one point, Biden closed his eyes for 22 seconds before an aide appeared to wake him up. This is the leader of the free world, everybody. Allegedly, the leader of the free world. 22 seconds. The man fell asleep. Let's be honest. No one blinks for 22 seconds. This man's sleepy. And we know he ain't working hard enough to be this tired. We know he ain't getting shit done. We know he's not the one in charge. So when we see this guy... we see this guy fucking... he's falling asleep in the middle of tons of people. Anyone can just look back and be like, hey, that's the president of the United States right there. This motherfucker's falling asleep. Someone wake him up. And that's when the aide came out and was like, hey, Joe, dude, you're at work right now. You can't sleep on the job. You're literally at work right now. And I know if I sleep at my job, I'm getting fired or yelled at. This guy, he just gets a tap on the shoulder. Hey, Joe, we know this is your thing. We know you're all up, you know, you're a sleepy guy. We know that you're tired all the time. You're old. You're shitting your pants. But we need you to just try. One thing we ask you right now. We just ask you to just try to keep your eyes open during any kind of public appearance. Just Just please, just try to keep your eyes open. That's all we ask. And this motherfucker can't even do it. Let's go, Brandon. Damn.